Hi Jos. You welcome back some of your sort of big name first choice players, I guess, and it's blown up a wee bit today. What do you make of where the game unfolded?
Yeah, obviously a really disappointing day. It's a tough loss to take. There was obviously a little bit in the wicket early on, and I thought Jasprit Bumrah especially exposed that fantastically well. The big guns coming back in, who've all been in some of the best form of their life playing Test cricket, so it proves that it wasn't easy out there, but we must look and think, is there a way we can try and manage it better, try and not lose as many wickets at the start, and we've got to learn quickly.
Is it a job of analysing that start to the innings, or do you sometimes try and brush it off and not get too introspective at the point of the series?
It's certainly not to panic and look too much into it or try and find too many faults. I think India bowled fantastically well, and we didn't manage to deal with that as well as we'd have liked today. But certainly, if I look back over the past sort of 5-6 years, our batting's been our super strength in this format of the game. So, when you look at the names of the guys in there, they're some of the best players we've had. So certainly no need to panic at all. And there's not much time to dwell on it either, so which will be a positive to get back out there and put things right on Thursday.
And you'll be presumably of the opinion that when you get back out there, I guess it's quite a freak thing for four guys in that top six to each have a bad day and get a duck all at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. You certainly don't want days like that to come. They come few and far between, and today's one of those days, and it's tough to take. But certainly we'll try and learn from it as much as we can, but we'll stick to what we know, and there's huge trust in that dressing room that there's some brilliant players in there, so I look to again see a response on Thursday.
Gentlemen, 3 rows back on the end, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Jos, would you say it was perhaps a bad toss to lose, considering the fact that the grass on the wicket was clouded? So had you won the toss, then maybe your bowlers could have exploited those conditions, especially then, and by then when your chance came to bowl, perhaps the conditions had eased off for batting.
Yeah, it was. We would have wanted to bowl first as well. Certainly didn't see it being as big a toss maybe as it looks now. But not India, credit to them, they exposed those conditions fantastically well. It did more than we expected. Obviously, usually we come here to a fantastic batting wicket at the Oval, which you're used to seeing some high-scoring games here. So there's certainly more movement than we've seen. But again, that was the conditions today. And is there something we could do better to try and come through that? It might be losing 3 wickets in the first 10 as opposed to 5. Even that with such a long batting lineup that we possess would be a big gain in that today. So we just have to learn quickly, and it's tough then for our bowlers. Coming out, you're striving for wickets and you're taking more risks than you would normally because you're behind the game.
Jos, while listening on commentary, Nasir Hussain remarked that is there any better bowler than Jasprit Bumrah across the format? What is your take on that? Because you saw him in the Western Test match and then obviously T20 series.
Yeah, there's no doubt he's a fantastic bowler. He's been one of the leading bowlers in the world for a number of years now, and he looks like he's going from strength to strength. But that's the great challenge of playing against India. You're going to face fantastic bowlers and batsmen. And that's why you want to play international cricket, to challenge yourself against the best players, and no doubt he's someone who is one of the best, and we look forward to the challenge again on Thursday of trying to get the better of him.
But you still didn't answer my question. Is he the best or is one of the best?
You decide.
Gentlemen here, and then we'll go to Mel.
Josh, if I'm not wrong, I think you, Joe, and I think Ben were playing together in the ODI first time after the 19 World Cup final. So with the multi-team events, high-profile ICC events coming up, how important do you think this is now gelling? Playing your best possible 11, leading up in these bilateral games to prepare for the ICC events and multi-team events.
Yeah, it's like you said, 3 years probably since we've all played together. So it's tough. I think the schedules are increasingly difficult to all format players to play all the games.
Yeah.
We must be careful to manage those guys, and the guys you talk about there, Joe, Ben Stokes, Johnny Bairstow, they're guys who are going to be some of the busiest cricketers in the world. So the key is to turn up to those ICC events, obviously clearing what your best team is, but also with guys as fresh and as good to go in those tournaments as they can be. So there'll have to be times in the bilateral series that players miss out because it's just unattainable for guys to play every game.
One each
Cheers.
from Mel, Dean, and then Nick, and then finish with Lawrence.
Hi, Jos. I was just wondering how Ben Stokes was. It looked like he was limping a little bit out there when he was bowling, and was there any concern about bowling him at that stage when the game was probably gone?
Yeah, well, he's someone who can always change a game, isn't he? So asking if he was good to bowl, which he said he was, and he obviously beat the bat a couple of times. He's got, he's a brilliant all-round cricketer, but he didn't seem the need in a game that was probably already lost to ask him to bowl any more overs. Had it been a different scenario, I think he could have bowled more overs, but it just didn't seem worth it today.
Dean?
4 games in on those early days still, but is it that bit of you imagine what we need to go?
Not really, I don't think. I think, it's a tough job on days like today, and it's a great job when you win, isn't it? But look, I'll try and remain as balanced as I can. I think, for the ODI side, when you've had such a long period of success, it's always going to be tough to try and continue that and try and evolve that, and that pressure and expectation is there to do that. So that's the standard we've set for ourselves over a long period of time, and we deserve that expectation because we've worked hard for that. It doesn't change the fact we're a good team. We've been challenged today and we've come up very short, but have a lot of confidence in the guys that we can come back strongly. Like I say, we've got a number of guys still missing out as well, but again, there's so much talent coming through that we need to expose and give opportunities to, and I'm sure with time we'll continue on the path that we've been on.